Hi, we're Jasmine and Nick, and this is our story. So we met in 2020, and we are now getting married in June of 2023. And so we both kind of have our individual stories that we're going to talk about, and then we'll talk about our story, I guess, and why we're trying to get rebaptized. Okay, I'm Jasmine. I'm from Clovis. I played volleyball at Eastern, and I now teach at the high school here in Portales. I have a little different of a backstory. I was raised Catholic, and if any of you know anything about Catholicism, you know that it's very different from a lot of religions. And so I was baptized like when I was 6 months old probably, and you go through different sacraments of life through Catholicism. And I think my junior year, I decided I wanted to renew that baptism in the Catholic Church. So I went to classes and I renewed it, but I still wasn't feeling like I knew who God was. I was grown up and my parents had taught me about God and living Christian-like, and they were the perfect example of that, but I still felt like something was missing in my life. And so I ended up going to college, and I kind of fell off of the Catholic Church, and I was just kind of doing my own thing. I couldn't find a church that I really could feel plugged into. And then Nick and I met in 2020, and short after that we met Philip and Haley. They came to a FCA event that we were having at the college, and I don't know, just as soon as they walked in and they started talking to us, I just felt like these are the people that we need to be around. Like they have the perfect example of love, and they just really plugged into us as an FCA group this year. And so we started coming to First Baptist probably, when was it? I don't even know, maybe like 6 or 7 months ago, on and off. And so we've really tried to devote coming to here every Sunday, and started doing our marriage counseling with Philip and Haley. And so we've just decided that renewing our baptism as an engaged couple before we get married is something that we want to do, so that we can be living our lives together. And I just felt like with God in the middle of our relationship that we were really thriving in our relationship and in our lives and stuff like that. And so once we got engaged, we made that decision like, hey, Philip, I think we want to renew our baptisms, not only because we feel closer to God now, but so that we go into our marriage on a clean slate and a healthy slate, because we really know that that's the main way that our marriage is going to be successful.
My name's Nick. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I play baseball at Eastern New Mexico, and I came to faith with Jesus probably my sophomore year of high school, I believe it was. And I noticed a change in myself and my life, quite frankly, right away once I came to find Jesus, and life almost just felt easier. You feel like you don't really have a burden, and so it's almost just taking a burden off my shoulders, and I don't feel stress. I feel with faith, I feel life comes easier, love comes easier. And after that, I went off to college, and it really got hard between changing degrees, changing schools, changing locations. It really was hard to find a church and a community that I really enjoyed. Tested out a couple churches, found Philip and Haley and First Baptist, and it was really like a second home almost. It almost felt like the church that brought me to love Jesus and my Savior. And I feel like the next step is getting baptized and starting my next step in faith with Jasmine. Now that me and Jazz are getting married here in June, we kind of want to start our own life coming to Jesus.